Right, so we got to make a key for this box here. It had paint covering all over the lock, so I scratched it off, and I do see a key code, which is 1250. My phone's not gonna fix that, but we're gonna try a few other things too, because 1250 is just a really generic key code. So I mean, there's a few other things we'll have to do to really figure out what key we need. What I've done is I brought my box of common utility keys. I always start with the Yale. This is a Y11. I'm going to put it in, and it fits. And a Y12. He fits too. So we'll probably just use one of them to make it. I guess it's a pretty cheap Y. The Y13 fits. Oh, that's another 12. 13 shouldn't fit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'll probably just use a Y12. That one fit the best. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my busted up scope here and look in there, see what I can see. Okay, so there is 4 wafers inside. I can't see it through the camera, so I'm gonna look with my eye here. Okay, so to me, it looked a lot like, let me get my little notepad here. It looked a lot like 2, 3, 4, 1. But you know, I don't really know. I don't know this lock, so but that's just a basic assessment. So now what we're gonna do, go back over here to the workstation. Okay, and I'm going to go to Instacode or Blackhawk. I just use Instacode since I'm already here. And now I'm gonna look through the list. Don't really see the manufacturer that I was using. I know it's not a bit key or a combination. Key code fits in this one. Let's take a look. No, that's definitely not it. I should have looked at that information. Let's check this Felly. No, that don't look right either. Something don't seem right. Okay, let's check this one. Okay, that looks about right. That definitely could have been 1250 that I saw. Okay, now there's no HPC card here, so I'm just going to use my millimeter card, which actually is right here in the front. So I'm gonna cut this key and see if it works. So the first thing I'm gonna do is check position 1 and depth 1, and I'm gonna cut that like this. So we have 157, 157 like that. Well, I might need to put a key in there first, huh? So 157, and then we're going to go down to 240. And there's your first cut. Now let's see, we're going to do 2, which is 285 and 224. Normally with 2 hands I would just drag it, but since I don't have 2 hands, I won't drag it, I guess. So we're going to go over to 2, that's 250, 60, 70, 80, 85. Cut it down to a number 2, which is 224. So about halfway after 220. So that's 220. Middle is 230, and then 240. Alright, so the next one is 413. There's 400. There's 10. and a little bit past it. And then we're gonna go cut a 5, which is 177. So 177 here is 8. So let's that would be 9. So that would be 177. You got 160, 170, and a little bit. Just count each side. And then that should be the 5 cut. And the last one we don't have to cut because it is a 0. Maybe since this isn't the right key, you might have to. I tell you, this doesn't look at all like one another, but the blank fits and the wafers kind of match up with what I saw through the scope. So I'm not real worried about the blank, honestly. As long as the blank is fitting, I think it will be okay. So let's see. There you go. As easy as that. Now a lot of times these things are not real picky at all, so actually a lot of times you can just find a blank that works, kind of look at the wafers, and then just kind of guess at your cuts. I've done that a lot of times, not even use a card, just rough it in by look. I mean, you kind of always know where the first cut is. It's always at the, close to the shoulder, and you can't really judge the last cut. A lot of times different blanks will be longer, but they'll still work. There's also a box on this side of the truck, so let's try this one. You see this one's still covered in paint, and the shoulder, the dust cover is actually stuck, like it's been glued to get some oil. But it's the same code, so it should work. And that's it. That's the key for it.